talk about some of the news. And right now, coming off the PUP list, J.K. Dobbins, running back for the Ravens. Mike, we've been waiting to see what's going to happen with this running back room. Both J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards have been hurt. They've had ACL injuries, coming back, waiting to see what's going to happen this year with him coming off the PUP list. Where are you at on J.K. Dobbins as of today?
I like him a lot, and a big reason for it is his ADP, right? I mean, I've been landing him in 12-team leagues in the 5th round. He's just been falling. People just aren't super interested in him. Now, I'm thinking maybe it rises now because, he's off the PUP list, and now there's also some reports Gus Edwards might miss some time early in the season, so that should just mean more of a workload for J.K. Dobbins. But here's the thing. I think this guy could be one of the best running backs in the NFL. Like, we often talk about someone like, say, Nick Chubb, right? Maybe not always an elite fantasy running back, but he's really good, and that's enough to hang on that RB1 radar. I think Dobbins could be in that category. Think about the last time we saw J.K. Dobbins, end of 2020. That season, as a rookie, he led the NFL in yards per carry and yards after contact.
Right.
136 carries, not a huge sample, but he was obviously very explosive, very effective. And he averaged 17.0 fantasy points per game in those last 6 games. So, yes, he might not have the volume of some other top backs, but he's going to be effective. He's a super athlete. It's going to be a good scoring offense. And they've actually been pretty good to running backs, and certainly in the running game, right? They've been effective in that department. So I'm optimistic about him where he's going in drafts right now.
Yeah, I think that's the problem, is that for people that aren't drafting until the end of August, that the ADP is going to be dramatically different than where it is now. You said the 5th round. It's somewhere around like RB20 or 21, depending on how recently you have draft for J.K. Dobbins. If you got him 2 weeks ago, you're feeling great about it. I just wonder if things will course correct over the next 2.5, 3 weeks, and that maybe things get a little bit too far ahead of where I believe the value is of J.K. Dobbins. I said I wanted before our show, I want to go last because I want to hear what Mike has to say and potentially pour a little bit of water on it. And Mike and I kind of see it the same way, is the pros of J.K. Dobbins are that J.K. Dobbins is so good at football. He was a great prospect coming out of Ohio State. He slid to late in the 2nd round, didn't make a whole lot of sense, and he was awesome as a rookie. In his last 6 games of that rookie season, he had 77 carries for 495 yards. That's 6.42 per carry, and he had 7 total touchdowns. But where Mike alluded to, and where I wanted to make sure that we don't get too crazy on the value of J.K. Dobbins, is during those 6 games, he had 3 total catches, 3 in 6 games. As a matter of fact, not throwing the football to running backs is not new in Baltimore. Since Lamar Jackson became the starting quarterback in Baltimore, and you can even include the season in which he split duties with Joe Flacco, there hasn't been a Ravens running back with more than 249 receiving yards in a season.
Wow.
That one year where we got crazy efficiency from Mark Ingram, where he had 5 receiving touchdowns on 29 catches, wound up leading to him being like a borderline top 10 running back. I just think in order for J.K. Dobbins to crack that top 10, he would have to have, I don't know about a historical rushing season, but like, almost like Derrick Henry light. And I wonder if maybe the Ravens, even with him being healthy or at least off the PUP list on August 8th, which was yesterday, this might still be a little bit of a committee this year whenever Gus Edwards gets healthy, and also whenever, and Mike Davis will be a factor as well. So I've got him, I will have him as more of a mid-tier RB2 than like a borderline RB1, which I wouldn't be surprised if some people forecast him that way.
Yeah, that's where I have him too. And I will say this time last year, the reports were Baltimore was basically designing plays for him in the passing game, right? So I had him projected around a 10% target share, which isn't high, but if he gets a 10% target share and handles 55, 60% of the carries this year in a run-heavy, high-scoring offense, he's going to flirt with RB1 numbers, and that's definitely in his range of outcomes. Yeah,
that'd be interesting. I just the 3.5-year history of Lamar Jackson as a starter suggests that's probably not going to happen, but I would love to see the Ravens passing game evolve. That has been one of the things that's been a criticism of them in recent years. I think a little bit stale with Greg Roman as their play caller.
And one of the other things to think about, just so that we're all aware, Gus Edwards looking more and more doubtful for week 1 as a part of this. So just as you're thinking about that, make sure that you're keeping an eye on Gus Edwards and where he is at.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.